either getting the next client or keeping continuity on the team of people that are out, or getting the routes done in a better way so that we're saving on time and gas money and all that, right? But we're going to see that in the spreadsheet. We're going to understand the things that are costing us money, the things that are making us money. And if what we identify is, oh my God, email, geez, like none of us, like that's not what we shine at, we're not great at marketing, then that's going to be a huge place for you to put time and energy, because AI is trained on the entire corpus of human knowledge. So AI understands marketing. AI, you literally pick your favorite marketer. You can just say, what would, and then insert your favorite marketer, say about this thing. So I know we got Gary Vee coming up. You can go to the AI and just be like, what would Gary Vee say about this? And it will give you a distressingly accurate take on what Gary Vee would say about that particular thing. So now you've got AI helping you build that out. And so it just becomes a question of what in your business is the big moneymaker, the thing with the least efficiency. Apply AI to that first, and then over time, you'll work it into more and more areas of your business. But you want to start with the thing that you're going to feel in your bottom line very quickly.
Fire.
Thank you. I appreciate it,
man. Thank you, Greg, for that amazing question.
Thank you.
And y'all, I want to spread some love. Let's get ready to bring our next guest up. But I want to just shout out Greg, y'all. Yesterday, he won a iMac computer. And he was in a room, and then someone else won it, and he said, no, the lady got to have it. So, Greg, the team is still sending you a iPad, brother, just for being just such a gentleman. So who we have next in the room? Is that Mika? How you doing, Mika? How you feeling, Queen? You are live with Tom and me.
Oh my gosh, this is so great. This is so great. Okay, here's my question. First of all, thank you so much. This is like right in my wheelhouse. My question is, you spoke about several methods. The one I most want you to kind of delve into just a little bit is the Tata method. You said tactical acquisition, tactical, I didn't get the last part. Assignments. Yeah, so, can you just give me just a little bit more on that, please?
Yeah, for sure. So the tactical acquisition is about talent acquisition. So we're going to use the hiring method that I was talking about, where I'm not going to ask you cultural questions. I want to find out if you know how to do the job. Now, once I'm convinced that, whoa, you know the job so well that you're teaching me stuff, then I'm going to move into, okay, and would you be a good fit here? But I don't start with the would you be a good fit here, or trying to get into like, what school did you go to? What's your philosophy? And I specifically tell people, do not give me philosophical answers. You know an answer is philosophical when it's like, well, if I were in that situation, I'll literally stop people and say, no, I'm looking for an example where you actually did this. And then if they're like, well, I've never really done that, cool. That's a very useful piece of information. But I want to get down to, give me the real example of the time that you and Timmy were arguing over which of these two data points mattered most. You went with yours. What was the outcome, right? You're doing stuff like that because what you're trying to track down is what is their internal sense of cause and effect. So they're like, well, I did this because I knew it would lead to that. We tried it and it did. And so this is a result that we got. And they can explain it. Here's why. Okay. Tactical assignments are, once you get the person in the company, what you need to be focusing on is what is the KPI, the key performance indicator that their job is oriented towards. You can have 3 to 5 of those, never more. So you need to know that the company has 3 to 5 goals. The department has 3 to 5 goals that point at the 3 to 5 goals that the company has, and the individual has goals that point to the department level goals, which point to the company level goals. That way, everybody understands I'm doing this thing because it helps with this thing. So, for instance, I'm taking out the trash because that if I don't, then the guy in the marketing department has to do it, and he's able to turn the time that he would have been doing that into putting out, another piece of content or whatever. So it's like, cool. Even that guy understands why what he does matters to the goal of the company. And so everybody should always know I'm doing this thing right now because it speaks to my KPIs, and my KPIs speak to what the company is trying to achieve. When people do that, they're not annoyed, they're not frustrated, because they understand that what they do matters to the goals of the company. Now, if they're not aligned with the goals of the company, they should leave. But assuming that they do have that alignment, now everything works out. Now, the reason that I'm always trying to get people to understand what cell in the spreadsheet their job is about, or this moment in their job, or this project in their job, is so that everybody's pointed not at feelings, at a literal number. And so it's like the job of this thing that we're trying is to move this number by 7%. That way everybody knows ahead of time what cell we're trying to affect, by how much, and then when we do the thing, it either did or didn't do that. And so we're not in the feelings realm, we're not in you worked really hard, we're just in the raw tactics of what do we have to do to move that number. And if you're good at knowing what you should be focused on, just by getting everybody focused deeply on that, you've got momentum because everybody in the company is focused on the same thing and moving at pace. Now, there's still a lot of humanity in how should we do this? What are the best things to test? We tried that thing that everybody agreed was the right thing to try, but it just didn't work. And then being able to figure out why it didn't work is when you have people that are good at that, hold on to them, because as of today, humans are still better than AI at many things. And so we want to hold on to them.
Thank you so much.
Woo.
So much.
My pleasure.
Hey,
I deal with systems, and this is perfect. Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
Man, when I talk about gems over gems over gems, Tom, is it okay if we do one more question? Would that be all right with you?
Yeah, of course.
Because,
Absolutely.
like, I know, I already see my brother here. Coach, what up, Coach? How you feeling, brother? I love that library behind you, man. I love the library you got back there.
Yeah, I found out I'm a nerd.
Listen, there's nothing wrong with being a nerd. What question you got, brother?
My question is, as a born CEO implementation coach for purpose-driven entrepreneurs who are learning everything they need to know to succeed, but they struggle with implementation, what is the fastest way to grow my following of people who are struggling with that and don't know that I exist to help?
Well, so I'll say that they don't know that you exist is the problem and has nothing to do with their problem, if you see what I mean. So I'm just going to give you the social media playbook. So right now, social media is the greatest gift to marketers that's ever existed. You can essentially have 10x Super Bowl coverage with a single post coming out of nowhere that costs you no money at all. But the price you're going to pay is you have to become extraordinary at rewarding people for giving you their time. And this is where I think people want to be like, but the thing that I do, it really works, man. And so people would just pay attention and they feel some sense of, because my product is good, people ought to pay attention to me. And the world does not work like that. So right now, people can find top tier entertainment from anywhere all over the globe immediately. And so you've got to become good at the game of content itself. And if you can do that, then people will know that you exist and you'll be able to do something extraordinary. My favorite story to tell about this is Tony the Sign Guy. Now, I want to see you guys put in the chat, if you know who Tony the Sign Guy is, just put Tony. If you guys don't know who Tony the Sign Guy is, then I am very sad for you. Okay, Tony the Sign Guy is a random ass maker of signs out of China. So he's got like literally just a business making signs. I cannot think of anything more mundane or boring than that. And this guy became a global phenomenon by making meme style videos. And he has gotten so big that when I Show Speed went to China, he did a collaboration with Tony. He makes signs, but he is one of the most viewed content creators on planet Earth. It is wild. So none of us get to make an excuse. It's like, hey, you want to play this game where you can have 10x a Super Bowl ad style views for free? Cool. But the price is you have to get good. I don't want to hear excuses. I don't want to hear whining and complaining. That's the game. That's the world you live in. Don't waste any time wishing it weren't so. Just get extraordinarily good at making awesome content. And this is where you can't lie to yourself. The algorithm does not have anything against you. If your content doesn't work, it's because your content sucks. So make better content and it will start performing well. It is a lifelong game. What works one day will not work the next. And you're really going to have to learn this stuff. And it is extraordinarily difficult. You are playing on a world stage. And it just is what it is. So it's a thrilling time to be alive, but you've got to be up to the challenge.
Let's go.
Thank you so much.
Powerful.
My pleasure.
Powerful,
Now,
powerful.
the best way to get good is to do a whole bunch of it. Be totally fearless in the face of failure, but always learn from what you did.
Amazing. That was incredible. Tom, man, let's say thank you in the chat. This has been one of the most phenomenal interviews I've ever done. Tom, you have one last word to the world about taking advantage of AI or anything you want. What would you tell the world? This is like, hey, I may not do a talk anymore. This is my last word to the world, brother. What would you tell us here?
Okay, I'm going to give you the most important thing that I know, and most people ignore me on this to their peril. Here is the reality, the ultimate cause and effect of the human experience. It's what I call the only belief that matters. If you put time and energy into getting better at something, you will actually get better. Now, why does that matter? Because I bet you currently suck at a whole bunch of things that you need to get good at for your business to succeed. The great news is you can get better at all of them. You're going to have to put time and energy into them. You're going to have to do them in the order of importance. But if you put time and energy into getting better, you will actually gain skills. And skills have utility. You don't read a book so that you can point to the shelf and say, I read that book. You read a book so you become capable of what your competitors are not capable of. This is a game. Play it to win. You must get better than the competition. You must outperform. You must be willing to outwork and to out-endure, but all of it rides on the back of one simple fact. If you put time and energy into getting better, you will actually get better. So go get better.
Wow. Woo! That's a heck of a way to end this session. Tom, we just want to say thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy schedule to come on here and share your gift, your guidance, and just the experience that you've now had over these years. You sold a company for $1 billion. I'm sure if you decide to do it again, you'll do it again. And we just want to say we're so grateful. We're so appreciative on behalf of Alicia and the AI Business Summit and everybody here. We want to just say thank you, brother. And we can't wait to see you. We hope we can do this again one day.
Awesome, man. Thank you guys for having me. And I absolutely love engaging with entrepreneurs that are trying to build something. I'll leave you with one final thought. Entrepreneurs are the only reason that there is any tax revenue whatsoever. You guys solve problems, you build businesses, you create jobs, you generate the taxes. So thank you for your service. It is absolutely incredible. And remember, there's always room for the best. All right, go out and kill it, guys. Much love to all of you. And hopefully I will see you somewhere out there. And until next time, my friends, be legendary. Take care. Peace.
Thank you so much. That was fire. Yo, was that fire, y'all? Like, put some fire in the chat right now. You feeling so good about what that man just said. Drop the mic, right? I don't even want to continue on after that, right? But what I want to do, y'all, because I want to show love to him. I want him to see that we're here, right? I want to literally go blow his social up. If you have not, team, drop down the link to his Instagram account. Go follow button and say thank you, Tom, for coming. I want his notifications to go crazy. And in a second, I want to bring the queen up here. I want to ask the queen a few questions. And then we're going to bring it back over to our host, because I just heard Gary V is about to be here. And I know y'all ready. If y'all ready for Gary V, somebody in the chat, right? I am ready. But this is what I want to say to you all. I haven't had a chance to talk to everybody in this room yet. I had an opportunity to talk to the VIPs and Platinums, but now I'm around my entire family here today. And there's one thing I want you guys to identify, right? And I want y'all to think about, what is your word for this year? Put it in the chat. I want you to, and this is an exercise I want you to really take a second to really get serious about. What is the word for this year? And the word that I have this year, and the word that I want you as a secondary word to have for this year, is expectancy. Expectancy. One of the books that I read when I started entrepreneurship was 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey. And he had this chapter that I love so much, and it was called Begin with the End in Mind. My message that I want to give to you today, I don't care where you currently are. I need you to write it down, put it in the chat. Believe this. Your current situation is not your final destination. where you currently are, you will not always be. I need you to understand that the things that you may be going through is preparing you for where God is about to take you. Like some of us, I know life could be life and for a lot of us, but I want to remind you that it is only temporary, right? I remember having David Goggins come speak at one of our events. We paid him all of this money, and for the entire hour that he spoke, he talked about his stories. He talked about all the things that went wrong. So I need you right now to be documenting that, man, here's what's going on in my life, but I need you to know it's temporary. And when I talk about expectancy, I expect that this business is going to work this year. You will become an AI consultant this year. You will save time in your business this year. You will get that promotion this year. You will get that degree this year. Whatever it is that you want, you have to believe it, y'all. I need y'all to understand it's like the person who has to believe more than anything that their goals and dreams are going to come true is yourself. And another thing I need y'all to catch for this year, the biggest way to kill a big dream is to introduce it to a small mind. I want to remind you, in this season that you're about to go in, you got to run with some people who get it. You got to run with some people who understand it. You got to run with people who are not going to question what you're doing, but more so they're going to encourage you. Hey, I'm on this journey of installing and renting AI to businesses. I'm on this journey to installing as much AI in my business. I want you to be around people like, man, that's incredible. Can you show me how to do it? You don't want to keep being around people who don't get it. And the next thing I want y'all to do right now, and this is a dedication that I need you guys to write down right now. I am dedicated and committed to growing my business this year. And you can put a number on there, whether you want to make 100,000, 5,000, a million, whatever the number is, but I'm committed and dedicated to growing my business this year. I'm willing to do whatever it takes today to make it happen. I'm committed and dedicated to growing my business this year. I'm committed to growing my business this year. I'm willing to do whatever it takes to make it happen. And directly under it, y'all, this is very important. Directly under it, I need you to sign and date it. You're going to go start looking at this document, right? And remember, man, I made a decision that I'm going to commit to making my business work in a season. Why? Because with expectancy, I know it's going to work. I know I'm going to get a client. I know I'm going to grow my business. And directly under you writing that, I want y'all to take a moment and really write down who you're doing it for. Who are you doing this for? What is the reason that is it for your mom? Is it for your dad? Is it for your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your cousin, your brother, your children? Like the reason why so many people give up so easy because you don't have a reason why you're doing the thing that you are doing. For me, when I think about it, man, I got over 100 people on my team. I'm doing it for them. I think about my mom, my wife. I got 5 children. I'm like, man, if I give up, if I quit, they're going to quit. Do you know this? Can I say this? You know, sometimes I realize that some people, children don't listen to them when you tell them, hey, follow your goals and dreams, go make it happen. But they see you not making it happen. That ends this season. This season of you being fearful, it ends. This season of you not betting on yourself, it ends. This season of you not giving it everything you got, it ends. I really want y'all to understand, like, this really can be your season that everything changes as a result of the work that you are going to begin to put in. And the final thing I want y'all to write down, we talked about who you're doing it for, why you're doing it. Is it for time freedom? Is it for financial freedom? Is it because you just want to live a better life? So that's just my message, y'all. I'm about to leave the stage, but I really wanted to come here for a second and just send a word of encouragement and let you know you got it. You got this. That business is growing. New clients is on the way. I need you to get this. So I'm about to go ahead and pass this thing back over to our host. Michael Tucker been doing such a phenomenal job, and I'm super grateful that they allowed me to come speak today. And without further ado, y'all, I will see y'all soon. Thank y'all so much for giving me the stage.
All right, thank you so much. Everybody put thank you, Neo. Thank you, Tom, in the chat. That was a wild conversation. I was over here taking notes. I loved the question specifically around hiring. I'm like, ooh, I gotta make sure I'm running my hires and my team through these processes. Anybody else taking notes on that? So listen, that was worth so much right there. But listen, we have so much in store. We have Gary V about to come up. Who's excited for Gary V? Gary V is going to be in the house, y'all. I'm excited for this. This is going to be amazing. So listen, before we get to Gary V, because he's taking the stage in just a few minutes, don't leave anywhere. This is going to be the grand finale, the cherry on top. This is what I want to encourage you to do. I need you to upgrade right now to get that entire conversation with Tom. Dan's entire conversation, Russell's entire conversation. Everything will be delivered to you right after this event, as long as you upgrade. And so there's so many people, we have thousands of people watching right now on YouTube. You're not upgraded, and I need you, because Gary is hosting an exclusive VIP and platinum call in about an hour. Is it okay, Joy, if we hop over Kay? Is it okay if we hop over and do some Q&A with Gary V and do a special call? So Gary's going to teach for about 20-30 minutes on the main stage, but then we're going to a separate room. So you all need to go to aibusinesssummit.com/upgrade or /VIP. You know, you see it on the screen down here. Go and upgrade. Get in the room now so that you're not rushing, you're not late, you're not sprinting later saying, how do I get in the room, right? Because we had hundreds of people go and upgrade, and our email system's taking a little long to send emails. So it may take you 5 to 10 minutes to get your confirmations, and I don't want you to have to delay. I want you to be in the room, all right? So listen, I do want to encourage you all to do that. Go ahead and upgrade right now. And if you're working on it over in YouTube, just put working on it in the chat. But we are going to be doing an exclusive Q&A with Alicia. Who's excited to do Q&A with Alicia? I'm sorry. And Nehemiah. Okay, Nehemiah and Alicia are going to be doing a Q&A right now. So while you're working on upgrading, we're going to allow some Platinum members. Platinum, who has some questions? Anybody in Platinum have questions? Let me know real quick. Platinum, we're going to let you come up and ask your questions. You can go ahead and use the hand raise feature right now. Nehemiah and Alicia are going to pull some of you all up one by one to ask your questions from them. But listen, this is what I need from y'all. Platinum, will you listen? I don't want Alicia and Nehemiah to have to explain this. My name is and my question is. All right, Danielle? What's up, Queen? Good to see you. My name is and my question is. One question. I love hearing stories about your grandmama. I love hearing stories about your cats, Ashley, and your dogs, but we don't got time for it today, all right? So my name is, my question is, one question per person, and we're going to pull some of you all up. So without further ado, if you all are ready for some Q&A, put a fire emoji in the chat. Nehemiah, Alicia, I'm passing the mic over to you. Let's get it.
What up, y'all?
Hey, everyone.
This is exciting. Hey, before we jump into questions, Alicia, man, you really... I want to say thank you. I said it on here, but people don't understand. I met Alicia years ago at this event. I talked to her last night, and I didn't meet her again or didn't see her again for a few years. And when we sat down, you told me all the things that I can improve with my business, and I was able to save drastically. So I want to just say thank you again. Why should business owners should be looking more at their team and like? The whole point of this is how to help people save time.
Right.
Why should they be spending more time looking at these things and every day trying to figure out how do I use AI to save time, become more productive, put more workflows in my business?
Yeah, because it's about leverage. And a lot of business owners will say, oh, I wish I had this resource or that resource or this person on my team or that person on my team. And it's like the genie, your wish can come true. All you have to know is how to use AI to make that happen for you. So, speakers have been talking about all different ways to create AI agents or AI team members, and a lot have said just simply use whatever AI tool you're using right now to create a team member. But thinking about, oh, I wish I had a sales copywriter to write copy for me, and that's the one thing holding me back from launching my product. Now you just go to ChatGPT and say, act as a world-class sales copywriter with 25 years of experience, and you've written copy for the highest converting campaigns in the world. I'm going to tell you about my product launch. I want you to ask me 15 questions about it, and then I want you to write sales copy for me. So now, if you're using ChatGPT, whatever tool, it comes back, asks you all these questions, you answer the questions, and then you work with it. What comes back the first time, you never take it and say, oh, my sales copy is done. You say, make it more compelling, add a little bit more emotion. Let me tell you 2 more stories that you can integrate. But now you've got that copywriter on your team. You're just learning how to turn AI into that team member that you really need.
Game changer. That's good. That's good. So let's go ahead and open up a question for our Platinum family here in the room. I see if a wave at us if you want to get a question answered real quick. I want to wave at I don't. Is that my guy Pete up top? I feel like that's a Pete. I want to bring a Pete up to the room. I'm liking that energy. I want to see where that energy is at. I see some people we need to bring up to the stage. Oh, I did a question with him last night. What up, Pete? Pete runs a inspection company.
Okay.
And he got the cool lights in the
I
back.
do like it. I do like it. Yeah.
Yeah. What's your question, brother?
What do you do? My question is, Pete Reeves from New Jersey. My question is from the one last night. How do you get it started when you're scared to do it? You guys have been talking about that, being nervous, the fear that stops you from doing it and moving forward. Yeah. You know, I started the business I'm doing, but I want to take the AI thing to a different level. But it still makes me nervous about it. So what did you guys do?
The best way, brother, I'm gonna let you know. Can I be honest, brutally honest with you?
Absolutely.
And everyone else, you start. Like that's like whatever the thing that scares you, pull out your phone, shoot the video. Whatever the thing that you want to start, you just got to do it because. And another thing that I like to do is you have to really. It's two things I like to do. One, you got to really think about, Pete. What if you're not here in a year? Like you got to really think about it. Like we are naive to believe that we're going to be here tomorrow. So that means every single day it matters. My brother Inky Johnson talks about this concept called emptying a bucket. That means when you wake up every day, you give it everything that you got because tomorrow is truly not promised. And we all know somebody here that passed away suddenly. Everybody here is like, and we're not thinking about that. And I don't want to be doomsday, but I gotta put things in a severe way for me to be like, oh, I can't really fool around. And another thing, bro, here's another king. Here's a powerful one. This has worked wonders. Is one, you need to get your accountability partner, and you need to tell them or tell somebody all the things that you need to do, and then make a bet or give yourself a penalty for not doing it. So I vividly remember this. I had one of my buddies. I said, hey, bro, you got to host your first event, and you got to put a date on it, 30 days. And if you do not do it, you got to give me your side-by-side. He got a 70, 80,000 souped up side-by-side. We betted on it. You want to bet he did his first event in 30 days? Because there was a penalty attached to it. Most of us don't take action because there's no penalty. If I don't do it, it's just another day of me not doing it. Nothing changes. So find your accountability partner, get yourself, attach a penalty if you don't do it, and just really realize that every day really matters, bro.
And then I would add
Thank you very much. This is amazing.
Thanks. I would add to that some of the things that we've done here today, come up with your mantra, that sort of thing. Just use the prompts, copy and paste, edit it to how you like it, and then see the results, and then keep working with it. You're like, if I could do that, what else can I do? And then also you can open up a session in ChatGPT or whatever tool you're using and be honest with it. Press that dictate button and let it know that you have a fear. Say, I want to use AI. I want to use you right now, ChatGPT, but I have some fear. Here's what my fear is. But I'd like for you to ask me questions on my business to help me overcome this fear and help me see the benefits of diving all in with AI. So ChatGPT will actually tell you, you know what, understand your fear. Here's why you might be feeling that way. And then give you a whole bunch of recommendations on where you could just start. And then say, could I come to you every day? Let's work together. Develop a plan for me for the next 30 days to start to feel comfortable in using me, you know, and using you, ChatGPT, to help leverage my business. And then it will say, come on now, let's go. We're ready. Every 30 days, let's do it. And it gives you this plan to work with it every day, to become more comfortable with it and use it to build your business. Because you're here to build your business. You want to grow, multiply, and expand that business. You want to build a legacy. You want to, right? And so let it know all of that. Just be honest, and you'll see the results that will come, and it'll get you into the right space and at the right pace.
Thank you guys so much.
You're welcome.
Game changer. I gotta bring up because I see her up there, and she got the same name as you. I don't know if she's Alicia or Alicia Green. Let's go ahead and bring her up to the stage. What's up, Queen?
Hello. Thank you. I appreciate that.
No problem.
And my name is Alicia, just the same
Love
as the Queen, and last name Green with no E. And my question is, if you were building flow intelligence today, teaching people how to think with AI rather than just use tools. What would you monetize first to validate demand fastest without diluting the philosophy? And my target audience are project managers, operation managers, as well as business leaders and the executive level that makes the authority to implement new workflows using AI and keeping humans in the loop. I don't know how to actually monetize that right away because it's thinking with AI, not just using the tools.
I mean, I think I'll start off with this one if you're
Yeah,
with you.
you got it.
You know, when you're working with AI, now you're talking about like that component that we're not just using the tools, but we're actually using our cognitive thinking to actually have an advantage and to use the tools better. So yes, they might want to know which tools to use and all that stuff, but put in there that create a specific framework for yourself around this so that you can build yourself and start talking about this framework. ChatGPT is so good at creating frameworks. So you go to ChatGPT and you say, this is who I am, this is what I want to teach, this is why it's probably a little bit different. Help me to create a framework that's going to allow me to brand myself so that companies will hire me and bring me in to teach my frameworks. So I get brought in all the time to teach my frameworks. And, you know, people talk about the TADA framework and they're like, we'd like for you to come in to teach the TADA framework. So start your framework, really start talking about your framework. And then as you talk on LinkedIn, this is, you know, you talk about, I'm Alicia Green, and this is my framework for artificial intelligence based on, you know, this. But build that out so that you become known for that, write your book on that, that sort of thing, and really build your brand around that. And then I would tell you to get your framework trademarked. So you can actually trademark a framework and go down that path so that you've got that stamp on it and you really run with that.
Fire.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Fire.
Thank
That's
you.
amazing. All right. So I gotta ask you, that's actually amazing. She talked about putting this in the system. Yo, if y'all are enjoying today, I want the queen to see some big takeaways in the chat. Like let her see if y'all been enjoying today. When she told me about this schedule and how she put this thing together, I was thoroughly impressed. I'm like, wait, all of these speakers you got, have you guys been filled? I want to know that. So I got a question for you, Alicia,
Sure.
because when you talk about over delivering, I mean, I see this concept. I seen Adore come on, and y'all created Growth Hub, and I'm talking about you've been now an entrepreneur for the last 25 years.
Yeah, this is going on year
26.
Yeah.
But you've been around everything. You know about video sales letters. You know about opt-ins. You know about every type of marketing. You know about landing pages. You know about the text. You know about the email. You know about everything. And you decided to put this all in a system where you're basically able to copy and paste a team for people with it. What made you decide to just give this away? And then you giving it away basically for free here. Like, what made you decide?
Because it's a game changer. I mean, for our business, when we decided to go all on AI, everything changed for us.
Yeah.
And the things that were slowing us down. So, you know, me and my sister Lorette, we're really passionate about business and helping people. And it's actually how we grew up. Our mom is very much that way. But when you get to really dive all into AI, you're able to get things done faster. And, you know, I like to say we go from thought to execution at the speed of AI now. Now we can say, I really want to do this. Oh, I can do this. Boom. I have this business partner, ChatGPT. You know, I love Lorette as a business partner, but I have another business partner, and those are all these AI tools. But now you can get things done so much quicker. And then the thing is too, when we see, just as an AI consultant, when we see the opportunity there, not only is there no scarcity mindset, but when I first started teaching AI consulting, and when I first started being an AI consultant and teaching and training in corporations and government, the demand was so high, and then you start to feel the pressure. So I was starting to feel a lot of pressure because I couldn't do this event, do this event, do this event. So then I'm like, this is crazy, ridiculous. And I started bringing on, you know, some other people to do events, and then they have pressure, and, you know, because the demand is so high.
Wow.
Somebody had typed it into the chat. They're like, your audience is like 33 million businesses right now that need artificial intelligence in the United States alone. So we were saying, even if everyone on here took 10 clients, 10 corporations on, we're not even touching the need for what's out there right now. And if you think about it, every company, well, they say 94% of companies said that they're going to spend money on AI training this year. This new report by CompTIA, they did their IT report. They said 94% of businesses. And first I had your reaction. I was like, wow, 94% of businesses are going to invest in AI training this year?
Wow.
Then I was wondering, well, who are the 6% of businesses? Because they're going to be left behind. The 6% that said no, they're not investing in AI training. So then it makes sense. Every company, organizations needs to be upskilling their workforce right now. And that's why it makes it such a great time for us to be an AI consultant. And we have consultants who are teaching like one simple thing. A consultant only teaches how to do AI presentations. That's it. But she's booked and busy because that's her focus.
Only teaching how to build and install Bob codes.
Right, we have that.
Tools
for businesses. So I'm a generalist where I teach a lot of things to a lot of different companies, but most people they pick one thing or they pick one industry and go all in on it, and then they're booked and busy because of the demand right now. So being an entrepreneur for going on 26 years now, I've never seen a time. I've done digital marketing. I did the Groupon Living Social. I've done lots of social media work. Like I've done a lot.
I went on your YouTube. I saw a video from like 13 years ago with Les Brown. I'm like, you're her. Somebody in the chat put you are her. Like if y'all ever wanted to work with the best, like I'm so excited because we got the top 2 AI people in the world, Gary Vee and Alicia, on the stage. We're about to see interview. They just said Gary is about to be up, y'all, in the next few minutes. So y'all better get excited. But Alicia, I'm excited. Let people know how I'm seeing in the chat. I need to book a call. How do How do I become a consultant? Like, what would be the method right now?
Yeah. So the method to become a consultant is we have a website, becomeanAIconsultant.com. But most people just book a strategy call and talk to our team about it. So we actually implemented this in the beginning. Lorette used to do a lot of the strategy calls, but now we have a team that does these strategy calls. And so people get to ask the question, like, is this for me? How can I benefit for it? I work full time. Can I do this? Which more than half of our consultants work 9-to-5 jobs, but they want to become future proof. They want to become more valuable. They're doing consulting on the side. And then we have, people who are entrepreneurs, consultants, business owners. We have some business owners who are like, I just want to put this in my business and learn at the highest possible level. So there are now, when Lorette and I started, it was, a time when there weren't other consulting programs out there. But now there's some other consulting programs out there. But with the experience that we have and with all of the consulting work I
would say yours is top 2 and not 2. I hope y'all caught that. So what I want to do, you said your team got a link. Can y'all drop that in the chat?
Yeah.
Also, I don't know, team, do we need to turn this back over to our host? Because I know Gary is on time, but this is what I want to remind y'all very quickly, y'all, is if you have not, if you're not in the next room, take a minute and go ahead and upgrade so you can at least hear from Gary, hear from Alicia. I'm about to be like a kid in the candy store taking all of these notes. And one last question I heard people keep saying, how do I get funnel help? So with Growth Hub, you're providing the funnels, you're providing all of that.
Correct.
And it's $1 right now. Y'all, I pay 6 figures a month in team to build stuff. It's $1 for the next 14 days.
And if you're here because you've gone through our funnel, so you need to understand that funnel process, and you will understand that by Growth Hub 365. So I'm excited for everybody to see that as well and kind of understand how we do this, because it's been phenomenal, and it really, really helps in putting people in the right places. So
listen,
book
Alicia.
a call.
Go. I'm sorry. I got excited. Somebody said, Neo said something yesterday. I did it yesterday. Sent a text and got my second client.
Right.
Let's go. Congratulations.
This is the time now when you talk about, I'm an AI consultant and I'm taking AI training, and we always allow our consultants to drop my name and that sort of thing. They get booked quickly. It's a quick thing because it's high demand and needed. And if you're not sure, just like what you told people to do yesterday, put the word out about it, and you'll see how quickly you'll start to get request in?
I'm asking if Gary ready.
Okay, all right.
Cause I'm gonna get off the stage. I don't want to, I need the queen to be able to introduce the man of the hour. Maybe our host come back up, cause we got to introduce the queen. Queen, I need to see your video play as
Sure.
you introduce Gary, and then his stuff come. We got to do this all the way right for the queen. So y'all, if y'all are excited for Gary V, who's about to come up in the chat, say I am excited. Really quick, I want to do this too, team. I want you to hear this, Alicia. We either could say, go on to Gary's page now, follow him and say, we ready for you, Gary V. Or at the end, we could just say, thank you, Gary V. Which way should we do that, Alicia? Because I want to spam I want them to be like, wait, what? Who is this Alicia Little like, right? I need y'all to go on Gary V's page right now and say, we're ready, Gary V. We're ready, Gary V. We're ready to hear you at the AI Business Summit with Alicia Little, y'all. Let's go do it. Let's go build it up. So, Alicia,
Let's do that.
thank you for allowing me to
That's
speak.
good.
Thank you for being such a beacon of light. A beacon of light. I said life. And I'm super excited to
Thank
hear
you,
so
Neil. Thank you for
See
everything.
you soon. Let's go.
Nehemiah Davis, give him a round of applause. He is amazing. Thank you, Neil.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Gary V. We have Gary V about to come up any minute now, so I'm not going to be up here long. Trust me, I'm not. The team's going to play Alicia's intro. She's going to come up and she's going to introduce Gary herself. But I'm going to let her take just a quick water break. If you are here and you're excited for Gary V, I just got to see it one last time. He's actually, I think the team said he's in the room. Okay, he's about to enter the room. So listen, I want him to see when he comes in, fire emojis. I want him to see that you all are going wild for it, all right? I want him to show up and say, Alicia, I want to come back to your event because those people are crazy. They're all in. They're ready to invest in themselves. They're ready to do what it takes to win. And so, listen, go ahead and put in the chat, y'all. Listen, this day's been amazing, but it's not over. Everybody put, it's not over. It's not over. So just a reminder, we do have an exclusive session. I know there's some people that are just hopping on live. Team, can you shut that for me, please? We have an exclusive session just with Gary and Neil Patel happening at the very end of today. So here in about 35 to 45 minutes, we're breaking off the mainstream on YouTube and we're going into that exclusive session. VIP and Platinum, I apologize, I've said that so many times. I just want you all to get ready. I want you all to get ready because we're about to go in deeper into this information. So if you're watching on YouTube, this is the last call.